July 25th, 2016. You're looking at the USGS earthquake map for today. Now, we've had two strong quakes and some aftershocks, a 6.4 in Papua New Guinea and a 6.1, and this is over in Chile, guys, and you can see around them you had 5-point plus aftershocks on both sides of these quakes. Off California there, you had the 3.1. Again, this is right in the area where the Cascadia fault zone ends as far as its southern tip. Earthquake in Greece, that 4.3 there, you have to watch that area because of the volcanic activity. You've got Afghanistan, but the major quakes, again, Chile and Papua New Guinea. I've been watching for this for 3 days. I started the videos when we started seeing this strong solar flares coming off the sun, and I have them included in this video. And they were throwing out the coronal mass ejections. But guys, I've never seen these charts like this. This is the ACE satellite. This is between the Earth and the Sun. It's an early warning system. And I've never seen the charts like this. Now, you're looking at 3 days, 24 hours, 6 hours. As I go through these, you can see how I change it. But look at the disruption. Again, I'll show you the SDO images and the SOHO images of these flares. Now, this was the last pulse right here at 1000 hours a day, but you can go back 7 days, and you can see on the 21st, we started to see a disruption. Then the flares started, and some of these peaked totally out to where they're not even on the chart. Now, I have some images that are on my other computer from yesterday. I'm on my laptop right now, but look at this in the low-energy protons. And the years I've been doing this, never seen this before. And as we go into the SDO images, I'm going to back this up, and we're going to go about the last 3 or 4 days here. It started out with these strong flares a few days ago, and I'll pull this up as we go through and show you the timestamp. But starting on the 22nd was the actual first coronal mass ejection, but the first flare started on the 23rd. And then there were 2 23rd, 3 yesterday. Now, the sunspots are turning off this right limb of the sun. You see that? We'll see if they make it all the way around. It takes about 27 days for a sunspot to rotate all the way around, and that would mean that in about 14 days it would start appearing on this left side of the sun if they survive that long. It's been a very quiet year because of the solar minimum. Guys, remember in the last video when I showed you the CMEs, I showed an image of Dr. Frankenstein with the lightning hit, and that it was almost a Dr. Frankenstein thing as far as CERN goes. I showed you how the coils are tied together from the currents coming from space, hitting the Hall currents, the Hederman currents, and going into the ground, and that's where CERN is. And I said, with this activity picking up, would they take advantage of it? Because I know that they are tied into it. It's too obvious to me. I have an electronic background. I understand inductance very well. I understand coils very well. And I guess some people, maybe you didn't understand exactly what I was talking about, but look what happened, guys. They had a serious cryo problem in P2. We dumped and had to take the entire current out. Program dumped. I've never seen them say this, and it just happened as about 4:30 this afternoon as I'm starting to do this video. Check that out. But they overloaded the circuits, and they were taking advantage of this. In the top, you can see the sections that were shut down in red, and it doesn't look like a very large bump right there, guys, but they have to run at about 1.9. They can't cross 2 on that scale, and the cryos are extremely, they are what keeps these tubes cold at almost the temperature of outer space in order to achieve 99.9% the speed of light, guys. And they did exactly what I thought. They were going to take advantage of that, and it overloaded their circuits. Now, one of the things about this model, and you're seeing the sun in the center, and the Earth is in the yellow dot, guys. They showed the direct output or the direct path of the coronal mass ejection that we saw in the video a few days ago from that first strong flare. But they did not account for the spreading of it as it passed Earth. Now, today we took the main portion of that lick. But it's what I was talking about starting 3 days ago. We would see quakes come in, And I know a lot of people said it's not Earth-facing, it won't touch the Earth. We'll just be suspicious of who you're paying attention to when they tell you that. But also, like I said, CERN, that's the first time they've had to do that fast breakdown on their dumping. And they said severe overheating in cryo P2. Again, first time for that. I knew they were doing it, guys. It's proof. They were sitting there waiting on it, just like the lightning bolt come in for Dr. Frankenstein in the book. But we're watching. It's a heads up. Guys, something that's very funny, especially if you're a Trump supporter, happened this afternoon. I'm going to tag it in at the end of this video. Check it out. It's a heads up. Be safe.